For 50 years, Basin Electric and its members have had a long-standing tradition of giving back to their communities. We help with our hands and our hearts, thinking of protecting the environment while providing reliable energy. Co-ops team up together to help out and fight for each other when the going gets tough.
It's awesome. The cracks are fixed, the walls are painted. It's going to be a whole new house for them, and they will love it, and they need it.
We are preparing a meal and setting up the tables and all the utensils for them to eat, and have Kool-Aid and all kinds of stuff for them, for a variety of food for them to eat, so they get one good meal a day. You look back and you see how new and fresh the buildings that we've painted look, and it does give you pride.
I think as a co-op employee, I look to Basin to set a good example in the community, and they do a great job with that.
It makes it a lot easier just, run over for a half hour, out of your day. Basin allows us to, I guess take work time, donate, and, go back to your day.
And this year we happen to have 266 auction items, which is about 20 more than last year. So it always surprises us. The employees come through and bring more every year. And we earn anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 depending on the item. So it's a big thing for United Way.
They go out with probably, depending on the family size, anywhere from $200 to $400 to $500 of groceries.
Oh, wow.
Because they can only come 4 times a year. So
it is incredibly rewarding when I get the applications for our co-op family that's had issues, and I get to send them that check and I get that thank you letter back.
Back here is the turkey in the roaster. That is 6 birds in there. And we're just getting ready to haul it up to the school. Everybody knows they stay out of the kitchen when I'm cooking.
Back in 1967, our members passed a resolution that said anything Basin Electric does in terms of energy development should be done with keeping the best interests of the environment in mind. It's interesting to watch people's eyes when you show them this is where a coal mine used to be. When they look at all the reclaimed land, you cannot tell the difference. I think it's interesting that when Jim Grahl was general manager, one of the requirements he had was that we should have all of our plants blue in color. Blue because it matched the sky, and with the white trim they became very pleasing aesthetically when you looked at them, saying this is clean energy.
You're just using plastic and foam and caulk and maybe a little drywall patch material and some insulation. And as long as people know where the leaks are, they can go out and do it themselves.
Across Basin Electric service territory, we have a world-class wind resource. Basin has been able to take advantage of that resource and diversify our generation portfolio. We now have 487 individual wind turbines for a total of 719 megawatts of wind. That leaves us with 2 of the largest wind projects owned solely by Cooperative in the U.S. and makes Basin Electric one of the leaders in the wind industry.
I'm very excited to be able to go out and say that I do have climb experience on a full turbine. That is really a great resume booster, I guess is the way to put it, because we'll be able to say that I've climbed a 300-foot tower.
Our goal with the Story Behind the Switch presentation is to teach students how electricity is made, how it gets to their house, and then how to be safe around it. And if we can save at least one life with the Story Behind the Switch, then we know we've done our job.
And I think that they come away with a far greater appreciation for what co-ops do for South Dakota and for their members and for the economy of the state as a whole.
It's fun to see right now because it's starting to take shape. You can see what the building is going to look like. So this is a museum for the people of North Dakota. It's a great project. It's a statewide project.
We'd just like to say thank you to Basin Electric for their gift and the sponsorship of the Governor's Gallery. The Governor's Gallery is going to be used for traveling exhibits and be changing constantly, and we're just real excited that they're a part of that and part of the Touchstone Energy gift.
Hostfest would not exist today the way it is without the sponsorships.
It takes about 8 minutes to cook, and so and they'll put them out and they're gone as soon as they come out. And it's like, where are the cookies? And it's like, they'll be here in 8 minutes. And so they'll go around to the other side to get the cookies that have come out over there.
The Medora music was probably the most important thing we do, and those sponsorships for Burning Hill Singers and Kids Day, sound, lights, cowboys and horses, they make the difference between having a good show and having a great show.
The playroom is a magical place like no other that I've seen. If a child comes in there, there's developmental appropriate places for them. There's a quiet time to escape. If it wouldn't be for Basin and their commitment and their dedication to children with cancer, not just Amber, but all children with cancer, all sick children, we wouldn't have this today.
I mean, when you look at what kids go through and the phenomenon of losing their hair or just fighting the battle with their parents, this is such an easy symbolic gesture that it's easy.
I looked at the update this morning, it was like at 17.9, so it's just shy of 18 foot. It might be at 18 foot now. So really, if you look at probably the next week, 10 days is going to be our most critical period, because this coming weekend is where they're going to be releasing like 150,000 cubic foot a second.
Neighbors here, their house is collapsed into the main channel, so we feel pretty fortunate.
So we're just overwhelmed by the support that we had. We're extremely grateful. We'll never be able to repay everybody.
I helped sandbag and I helped move furniture from people's houses.
And I made sausage and I baked oatmeal cookies.
Not yet. I'm in the protected zone for now. So, but otherwise, I just helped everybody else sandbag.
And it's really hard as a co-op employee when you've got people that are just their lives are devastated, and just try and help each other out through a disaster.